Our next guest is sharing her personal struggles, and she's telling students all about it, hoping her story will keep them away from drugs and alcohol and abuse. We're so glad to welcome Elaine Williams. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. I grew up in a kind of a kooky Texas family in Dallas. I am a recovering addict of a lot of things, but I've been clean for 14 years.
But I am an aunt. Is anybody here aunt or uncle? Yeah. It's fun, but it's expensive, right? My God, 2 Christmases ago, I spent so much time and money buying my brother's kids gifts, right? You know what I got in return? A picture of them in the bathtub. So this past Christmas, I gave them a picture of me on the toilet.
Now, see, I grew up highly medicated, right? Not because I was sick, but because my dad was a dentist and a pharmacist. So we couldn't have any gum or candy because it might rot our teeth, but we could have as much Vicodin and codeine as we wanted. So in my family, we didn't have bedtime, we had last call.
So if anyone here is secretly struggling, I want to tell you you're not alone.
We told her, she gave us the okay to keep making the noise, and now she's sending you an email, so.
Swear to God, this is gonna be on my freaking tombstone. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I thought I got away from my addictive, crazy family, and yet somehow, and here I am, in New Jersey, right outside of New York City, I have created another crazy dysfunctional family with me and my tenants. This is the 3rd time you've called in 30 minutes. You had a double trauma because you found her dead and then you couldn't go to the funeral because you're both gay and all that stuff. I know. Let's talk about it face to face. You cannot text me. You cannot send me those texts, especially not at 2 and 3 in the morning. Yeah, I know. I'm in town. I gotta go to yoga. I gotta go to yoga because that's the only way I can go to work tonight because my hips hurt so much. Yeah, I know. Can I just look, let me just talk to you after class. Hour 15. Okay. Can I have a moment to myself? Could I just go sit and breathe for a minute? Does everything have to be about you, Billy, Maribel?
Everything's waiting for you.
This is my ex-fiance. Unfortunately, last year, I went to work. When I came home, I found her dead in her bed. So that was one of the tragic things that I went through.
Elaine is trying to create a conflict. She's saying we're all a big happy family, everybody does everybody's laundry, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's selling me the story and I'm buying it, you know? So then I come over here and it feels like everybody's out to get each other, complaining to the landlord, complaining about the tenant. You know, it's like we're stuck in an apartment tango. You know, she's not the easiest person to deal with.
Okay, I'm a comedian and a motivational speaker, and I'm a landlord, and I'm about to lose it because I feel like every time I think I have things in place, like I finally have good tenants, then the house starts breaking. I can't even tell you, I hired a friend to help me be my property manager because there was so much conflict. The police were here all the time, and he turned out to be a disaster, and he made everything 20 times worse.
I was downstairs and I was like, this is dangerous. I don't even want to be in this room. And it's because they called me and they told me, oh, you have to come and see this. So when I went downstairs, we were in the room and we were looking up, and all of a sudden it starts falling on us. And I'm like, let's get out of this room.
Oh yeah, so on the weekends, I don't know, a couple of weekends, she's got this gay guy, which I'm not homophobic, you know, I love gay people. He comes in, he's a really nice guy. 11 o'clock at night, his Filipino lover comes in and barges in on my house. I'm like, what the fuck, who the fuck are you, you know? He's like, oh, I'm looking for David. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, dude, he's downstairs, you know? I'm thinking, you know what the hell is this lady talking about? She wants us to go abide by her rules, but meanwhile, she's breaking all of them herself. You know, it's just a little one-sided like that, you know?
So, I was in Dallas at this workshop, and there was this guy, and he was like, I'm Mike, and I can teach you how to do, real estate, so it's passive. And I wanted to, like, throw up in his face. Like, because my experience in real estate is not passive. Nothing is passive. Like, every inch of this house has been blood, sweat, and tears for me. And I have yet to I personally don't believe in passive, because everything I've done, there's so much work. And yeah, every once in a while, you get a month where you just get the checks on time, but that is very abnormal in my experience. There's always something going on. Anyway, I'm just beside myself. I hired a friend. He did not work out. I have had 53 plumbers here for this recent thing. Finally, so I got to know Mike. Even I didn't throw up in his face. I got to know him, and he seems like a good guy, and he really seems like he knows what he's doing, and he's really into the whole win-win. So I am so grateful he's in town to help me so that I don't blow myself up or shoot a tenant.
So I'm here today to help a friend, Elaine, who I met actually in Dallas not that long ago. We were both at an educational seminar, and it's kind of funny because she told me, I'm a comedian, and she asked me what I did, and I said, I'm a real estate investor. She goes, you're a real estate investor, and she made it look like that's like the worst job in the world. And I go, man, I love real estate investing. It's been so good to me. But she was kind of, she basically told me some of the issues that she's had as a landlord over the years, and it was basically pretty funny because she sent me this video that she had made, and with her being a comedian, it was a really funny video. But after I watched it, I go, that was a great video, but all those problems that you had, they were all avoidable.
I just feel like whatever I do, I'm going to keep screwing up. And I keep thinking, well, when I get this handled, but there's always something new. It's like herpes. Like, this house is making me crazy.
I just want to talk to you about one of the issues in particular that kept coming up between them. And I think the main complaint that I think is causing issue and stress is just kind of overstepping the boundaries in a little bit. And I know that you do coaching and stuff like that, and so you might have a tendency to want to kind of coach them and help them and make them better people or whatever it is.
I hardly even talk to them. I mean, I don't understand, like, they said that I'm overstepping boundaries?
Well, sometimes they think that you kind of bounce from one minute you're the landlord, then you're trying to be their best friend, then you're trying to be their mother and telling them how to take out the garbage, and then you're just bouncing between roles.
Because I'm begging them to take out their garbage?
Okay, sometimes she does, I feel, overstep her boundaries. Like, I feel like she feels like we're her kids. And, like, she has to tell us, like, exactly how to do this and exactly how to do that. And it's to pick about every single little thing. And then it's just not comfortable.
Because Elaine seems to just, like, come in, she doesn't wait for me to open the door. That would be nice if she could, knock and wait for me to open.
Do I have a hard time? Yeah, I have a hard time separating because I want to help save the world, even though I get frustrated and overwhelmed. And I'm a life coach, and I'm codependent, so that's a wicked combo. So I'm always coaching people.
Pass the fine. Just tell them, hey, if we get a fine, you pay it.
I did, and it didn't seem to matter. So one time I put the freaking the paper bag in front of their door because I've done everything. I've done memos, emails. I wrote the trash thing out. So I don't understand how they, I don't think I've tried to be their mother.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally, but
no, I mean, I'm just for this particular batch, I've tried really hard to not do that.
When I was in the car with Elaine, I kind of, gave her a little bit of insight to what I want to talk to her today about, and that's the boundary issues. And certainly, she didn't seem to take it all that well. She seemed a little bit offended, and I know part of the reason is because she's a life coach. And she takes on a whole lot of different roles, and she's not just treating this as a business. It's not just where she's a landlord, these are her tenants. This is more like she's trying to make a difference in their life. But for somebody to want to listen to your advice, they have to request it. It shouldn't be something that you force on them. So. All right, hey everyone, it's good to have you all here. And the last couple of days I've been wandering around and interviewing you all and checking out the property, and I've learned a lot about where you're all coming from and all your opinions, and a couple of things have come up numerous times, and so we're going to put it all out on the table today and hopefully resolve some of the issues and hopefully make it a cohesive, happy family or business relationship, depending on how it all works out. So first of all, Elaine, I just want to congratulate you on surviving. I mean, you've been through a lot. You beat all the odds because you did a lot of things that I would not have recommended doing. And despite all that, you're still here and you're still alive and you're still on the property.
I'm not in jail for like assault, so that's good.
Exactly.
It's good that I'm not in jail.
Right. So, I mean, you did pretty much everything in the book that I would tell my students not to do.
I'm really scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm like, why did I agree to do this? What the fuck was I thinking? A part of me's like, this is the worst idea I've ever had. Mike, I forgot to tell you, I have some other houses in Texas.